Hey, hi Leo, how are you? This is Mary Ellen, coming to you from beautiful New Mexico in the United States. I am still here. I'm going to be here probably for 2 or 3 more months at minimum. So a lot is coming forward. Did a live stream the other day. It ended up being an hour and a half long chat. Help yourself to that. The actual card reading is kind of chunk in the middle, but there's a lot of chit chat. So enjoy that with a cup of tea if you'd like. There's a bunch of information embedded in that about what's happening with me and with Moonrise Cottage. I'm going to make a smaller video as soon as I have a minute, okay? So I'm really busy. I have a lot going on here in Santa Fe. The universe is really taking care of me. I've made incredible connections. And I just want to thank all of you for your love and support and the messages that I had and the donations that are coming in. My goodness, I appreciate it with all my heart. It is helping me do what I'm meant to do. So let's talk about you and what you're meant to be doing, okay? We're going to take a quick look at the year ahead, and I will post the photo, the card reading spread, on the community tab when I'm done, okay? And oh, I'm remembering, I forgot to put Taurus there. I will get to that. So we're talking about what is coming forward. And Leo, of course, for you, we're definitely talking about your energy and the way your energy is going to be used in 2020 to help us come across the rainbow bridge, flying straight into the rainbow. And of course, it's because you're fun. You know, the fabulous Leo people that are adventurers, and the way you love, and the way you walk into the world, the way you manage. Okay, my guides are saying your field. So they're talking about your energy. It's looking like this. So my guides talk a lot about your purpose. If you're new to the channel, welcome. So your purpose is your energy, your quantum energy. From philosophically, in a sense, from within the viewfinder of physics, your quantum energy is your purpose. It doesn't matter what you do. Some of us find a mission. I'm on a mission right now. Some of us find that. Some of us don't. And my guides always say, don't worry about it. It's you that matters, okay? So for the last couple of years, we've been perfecting our energy. My guides have been talking about that ad nauseum. They're acknowledging now is the moment that we've been preparing for. And if you've looked at the news over the last couple of days, you know exactly what I'm talking about. Okay, I'm going to resist the temptation to devolve into politics. But what we are creating here in these moments is, okay, my guides are saying, the words that are coming through, a lot of adjectives about manifestly inadequate, and other adjectives, okay, they're saying adjectives and descriptors, how woefully inadequate. So Leo, in 2020, understand this is your purpose. This is your ability. This is what the universe is requesting from you and of you, because you literally have the capacity because of the way you are. You're lion-hearted, you're adventuresome, my guides are saying. And this is deep down, this is what you want. You just want harmony. You just want to fly into those places. So you, in your purpose, in your energy string, when we're talking about quantum strings of energy, etc., that's it, okay? That's all you need to focus on. I just finished Aries, and my guys were talking, and they've been talking about please stay in the eye of the storm. Do not take into, you know, sometimes their English is not correct. Do not succumb to the urge to give your attention and therefore your energy to the swirl of the hurricane that is literally happening. It's going to go, it's, you know, 2020, if you look at the astrology, please do. Go look at Molly McCord's videos. Shout out to Molly. I love her, and she's spot on. And she will give you the best spiritual description of what these days are for. 2020 is going to be a literal roller coaster, and it started with a bang, didn't it? So for those of us that are weaving the tapestry, creating the new foundation that is happening, you know, when a forest fire comes and burns all the trees down, new growth happens. That's what we're doing. So you and I, and all the tapestry weavers. That's our task, Leo. Look at how beautiful this is. The sacred gatherer. Look at the eyes. Look at the shamanic vision and the intention to gather together that which is needed from within your own energy set point and within your family of loved ones and soul travelers around you. So the gatherer gathers for the sustenance of the tribe. All right. So that is what my guides are talking about in terms of your energy. And there's one more thing from the journey of love. The love energy from within the beautiful Leo energy set point. It is about having enough vision to gather what is coming from across the waters. The place that is all the energy that's coming in through the sacred realm. Okay? And that's what my guides are talking so much about. Stay in the eye of the storm. Stay in the sacred place. Gather what is there in the quiet place while the wind rages and the fires burn and the things that are meant to be destroyed are destroyed here in this place through the swirl of energy that is meant to replace what has been reigning. Those are the kind of words that are coming through. And, I don't need to say it. If you're not in the United States, you know what I'm talking about. If you are here, you're experiencing it. And many of us feeling somewhat very highly concerned and shell-shocked at the moment. So please give your energy into the creation place where love energy resides, okay? That's what we're going to be doing. A lot of changes coming to Moonrise Cottage. I'll let you know as soon as I have a minute to take a breath. So that's what the guides want to talk about. That's the first card from the Celtic Wisdom Tarot. It's the Ace of Swords. All right? So, yeah, it's time to have clarity. Do not succumb to the BS. Do not engage with that energy. Get your own internal clarity. So this is literally the moment. We're talking about this year coming forward. So in this deck, aces are prophecies. So the moment before you put your hands on the sword of victory, you go through a transformation by praying and chanting, reciting poetry, sacred music, whatever it is that puts you in the proper place in order to get extreme clarity and literal, my guys are talking about, they're saying things, the words that are coming through are like manifest inspiration. So they want you to manifest within yourself the inspiration that's literally available to you. Yeah, that's why they're talking about from the eye of the storm, okay? This sword is activated in the season of winter, which it is here in the northern hemisphere in the United States. It is activated by the north wind. So understand where the inspiration is coming from. It's literally living within you, obviously. And this is you, okay? So that is the beautiful Knight of Wands. Leo, that's your ID, okay? As we go through this next year, fire, passion, creation, intention, clarity. So when all of that comes upon you as the Knight of Wands, you're going to jump on that beautiful horse, meaning the purity of the energy that sends you forward, into this mystical adventure that we are all on. As we create the new structure, we are literally the tapestry. We are the strings of energy that are here in this place, manifest, in order to do the job that needs to be done. When Pluto and Saturn and all the other planets that are rolling through the mix, Gemini, etc., are doing their work. There is something that is being woven underneath, okay? So please understand what the tapestry means now. I'm going to go straight into it this year. That's why I'm, dropping hints about the changes to the channel. I'll get there. I'm setting them up in the background, and I'm extraordinarily busy all day, every day. So breathe deep, know your job, right? If you want a mission, you have one now. All right, so interesting, look at that. I think today's the 4th. So given what's been going on politically from the United States, sadly, over the last couple days, perfect illustration, isn't it? This is about a young man who stepped in to a dare on a moon cycle. It's about Halloween. but it's about the moment when the veil is very thin between the worlds. And he had a vision of his homeland burning to the ground. And of course, it terrified him. He then, when the vision came, he sort of mystically crossed over into the land of the fairies, where he met a banshee who screamed out a warning to him and helped him to go back to his homeland and transfer. My guides are saying transfer, but do the same thing, right? This is actually the Seven of Pentacles. It's about the adventure that you go on with the knowledge, the sacred knowledge that you have within you, and your ability to contact the numinous and the divine and the sacred realm and the other side of the veil, all those things. The moon cycles are going to be very important this year, okay? Make sure to follow them. It will be one of the places that you will find your inspiration. In the end of this story, everything turns out wonderfully well. The tragedy is averted, and this young man returns to the other world, the land of the fairies, marries the fairy woman, and they live happily ever after. It's that kind of a fairy tale. But this is the moment that we're literally standing in. It is about touching death, and we just did it, didn't we? Right? Through our political system that is in power at the moment. Unfortunately, and for what it's worth, that's my opinion. I'm gonna clip it off there, but I'm sure you can imagine. So, Leo, that's the Two of Swords. Okay, see that? It is about battle. It's about having a sacred dialogue about the battles that we're involved in ourselves, in our personal life, whatever your political opinion is. It's time to contact the numinous and the divine into the spirit realm. And when we see that illustration of a woman sitting blindfolded in front of a body of water with the swords crossed, pointing toward the heaven, okay? It's a moment when we can literally come into contact with the sacred realm. That's what the eagle indicates, okay? So in native traditions and many native traditions, eagle is a very sacred animal. It is thought to be flying with sacred vision, very long vision, effortless flight. So it's time this year for you to take up those notions within yourself and to try to keep rooted there, okay? Because I think you're going to have a lot of intuition. You're going to have a lot of psychic vision. Things might look really frightening. This may be the experience we're having on the earthly realm. And for you, my guides are basically just saying, just stay in contact with the divine. Stay in dialogue. Stay in what they've been saying. And so I'm saying it in all the videos. What they're talking about is stay in the eye of the storm. Do not allow yourself to get carried away on the winds that turn counterclockwise. It's this way. In a hurricane. So they're talking about the hurricanes that are coming in 2020. It's going to be a rough year. It just really is. Look at the astrology, okay? It's going to be a literal roller coaster. And, the point is to bring forward change. So there you are, Leo. Six of Wands, victory. Coming into a new foundation. Able to work together with the forces of the universe to look into the mystery and create from within it. Okay? It's really clear to me what the guides are saying to you, my guides, right? So, the ability to be a master, you have all the tools you need. You have been preparing. You have been prepared. You're ready to ride into victory, but you've got to keep your focus where it belongs, and it belongs in the sacred realm, creating in conjunction with the universe, with your fiery passion, literally bringing things into form. So when you have time, as I often do, please look at all of the readings for the fire signs. There are threads of information there, all right? So you are a singularity. Your energy is being utilized. It's why you incarnated here in this time for this purpose, and the moment is now. So we're in it, aren't we? And boy, is it starting out intense, right? Like seriously intense. So here's the bridge card. Beautiful Leo, the woman of knowledge. Do you see that beautiful gravestone? She's picking herbs and flowers for healing that grow out of the bones of her brother who is buried there. He was a master healer. He was a sacred magician. He was the person who healed the King of Swords, who lost his hand in a battle and therefore lost his power. So there's a certain kind of a thread running through this reading about creating and healing and, the type of sacred battle that we're involved in and engaged in, which is why your energy is showing up this way. Okay? Does this guy hesitate? No, but he waits for sacred inspiration to bless him, and then he rides straight into it. And what he does is he rides into the twilight, into the mystery realm, in order to bring forward the healing that is meant to come forward from this battle that's going on. Okay? So it's, like I just said, Star Wars. It's that kind of a thing that we're going through, right? And maybe in a way, that's why we've had these kinds of stories coming out of human imagination for millennia, right? That's what we think about. That's what our myths are about. And now we're standing in them. So there it is. Look. 5 of Swords. These battles, these wounds that have been incurred over time throughout human history are at a change point. That's why it's a 5. 5s are about change. Okay, so this is the first card on the soul level in this reading. It's for me, it's just reconfirming everything that the guides have been chattering about. We're in it now. And these battles have trickled down into the stream of life. And they have caused the cumulative chaos that we're standing in this moment. Oh, I'm getting all choked up as I do, right? Because I can feel the energy on the heart chakra level when my guides talk about these kinds of things. And because you're a Leo, I know you're feeling it because you guys are tender. You're fierce and tender all at the same time. That's why you are here in this moment as you are, to attend to this. And that's the opportunity that we have. So you are attending on a soul level to the great change that is meant to be coming forward due to, my guides call it the astrology. We are, especially in the United States, if you don't know, we're coming to our Pluto return. So this nation was founded during a time of Pluto conjunct Saturn. If you look back through history, all of the major upheavals that have come from the people upward to change the structure of power, it happens when Pluto's in conjunction with Saturn. So we're coming back to this place in order to bring the change that's meant to happen. Because, here in the United States, I talked about this in the live stream. When we founded this nation based on a revolutionary war to throw off tyranny, think about that in the current moment that we're in. Nobody wants to have a war. Nobody wants those things to be necessary. But there is meant to be a great upheaval. And we are coming to the place, I think, in part to rectify some of the inequities that were baked into the cake that's called the Constitution, and therefore the United States of America, right? Brilliant ideas before their time about liberation and self-empowerment and self-direction, but only for one type of individual, and that would be a white man. Everybody else was left out because, my guides are saying social construct and mental constructs, etc., hadn't caught up with the brilliant idea that those people had. So I think that's part of why this is happening. I hope it's true, and we can bring it together, and that's what the Tapestry weaving's about. So check that out. Look, so Leo, I think on a soul level, you're leading us forward through these moments. It's very interesting that these things are coming up together. So this is bringing change, because it's a 5, to this notion of combat and battle and constant cycle. That's what the story's about. Warriors that had a spell put on them, they were locked in battle. And one of them would die, and then the other would tend to their wounds. The next day, they would both arise and do it again. So, guys are saying Groundhog Day, like that movie Groundhog Day, where every day you wake up, it's the same thing. That's what humanity's been experiencing, okay? So now we are coming into these moments where revelation about these battles and these heart chakra woundings and how much it hurts us as individuals and how much we want to bring change. You see, she's starting to transform. Her hair is turning blue. She's finally given in to what is happening. Do you see how she's crying? She's battered, she's bruised. It's a very sad story about star-crossed lovers. And these people were sort of brothers. These people. Okay, they really loved each other. They didn't want to be engaged in this constant battle. But it was the station, my guides are saying, it's the station they were in. And look, there's the last card on the soul level. The Emperor, known in this deck as the Keeper of Harmony. So Leo, you on a soul level, the reason you incarnated here to be here for this crazy, you know what, fill in any adjective you want, is to bring leadership because of your ability. Okay, well, it should be this way. But hang on, my guys want one more thing. Because of this. All right. So that's what you're to focus on for this year coming forward. Because you literally can lead us through, literally, into these battles, these sacred, they're saying Star Wars again, these sacred kinds of stories, in order to bring us across the rainbow and into a place where we can keep the strategy with which we do our lives in a central place of harmony and keep it there. Because you are the Emperor when it comes to love energy. In a sense, in the way a Leo does. My guides are going like this. So Leo, for you and for all of humanity, there's the outcome, all right? The dialogue about the sacred knowledge. See? Okay? So, destiny's unfolding. That's the Two of Pentacles. We're talking about earth energy coming into balance. And sacred knowledge. It's interesting, isn't it? This way, I guess. Look. Phenomenal. So because you are having this leadership and you can bring us to this place of sacred harmony and stability because of your energy, then it helps all of humanity, and it's true for you, Leo, because we're talking about you starting on the next part of your journey to bring your power into this central place of keeping harmony. And there's a lot of learning. So it's about a young man whose father was part of the lineage holder. Okay, the words come through a society. So within a tribe, okay? He died. This young man was part of the family lineage. So it was his turn to sit in the chair, and he was sweating bullets because he wasn't ready. And he put on a fake disguise to try to make himself look older and wiser. And of course, one of the elders came to talk to him. He knew, right? So he said, I'm not ready. I can't do it. They switched places, and the first decree that this older gentleman, wisdom holder, made was, you're coming back to sit in the chair because it's your moment. So Leo, you can't get out of it. Basically, feel happy, feel good. Okay, my guys just said use yourself now. Be fully present and be fully secure in the notion that yes, you can do it. Absolutely. You will learn into it and you will come into a place of balance. But you are literally bringing yourself and all of us forward onto this new adventure that we're meant to be on, so that we can weave the tapestry based on the wisdom that you hold. Do not denigrate yourself and say that you can't. That's part of the message. It's part of why this is the outcome. Please know that you are ready, and you will learn into what you need to learn into, what you're meant to learn into. You'll come to balance. And when you do that process for yourself this year, you help weave the tapestry of souls, reach this station. Okay? So I'm going to leave it at that. Leo, thank you so much for being here. Thank you for the love and support. Thank you for the donations. There's a donation button below. This year, I am working on getting rid of the ads. I hate them. There's some blah, blah, blah about that at the end of the live stream that's posted on the channel. So, going away for the weekend. My daughter's here to visit with her partner, so we're going to go have some fun up in Abiquiu. We're going to go to some sacred places there, and I'm going to keep rolling the videos out as much as I can while I'm in town, so to speak, and I have internet. All right? So, hugs and love and kisses. Stay in the eye of the storm. Weave the tapestry of your own existence. And feed that energy in 2020, okay? So more to come, and I'll look forward to seeing you soon. Thank you so much, Leo, for the leadership that you're literally providing, okay? Do not, my guys they're talking a lot about, do not denigrate the energy that you've been given. It's time to wield it now and to stand in your place, because you are here for the sacred, really sacred adventure, okay? Thanks, Leo. I'll talk to you soon.